Hi, in this video we want to talk about organizational change and stress management. Hi, I'm Ron with Leadskill. We work with leaders and their teams and organizations to bring more emotional intelligence to the work that they do and the results they produce. So I want to talk just briefly about organizational change and how that impacts on stress within an organization. We're just zeroing in on one particular factor, when in fact stress can be caused by multiple factors. We measure at least 7 of them when we do an organizational survey. And even looking at those 7 different factors, they're going to show up in different ways. There's different symptoms of stress, and they're really particular to each individual. That's why you really need to look at stress on the individual level and then be able to roll it up to the team and the organizational level. So organizational change and the stress that comes from that is just one of 7 factors. But we're going to zero in this video on organizational change. We actually have ways to measure some of the different aspects of that and how well leaders, managers, just the people who are responsible for moving things forward in an organization, how well they're communicating. Or if they're not communicating that well, what's going on in the absence of good communication, like the rumor mill or the grapevine or all the informal ways that people are trying to get information, maybe even misinformation. So organizational communication is one of the important aspects of the bigger component of organizational change and the stress from that. What else are we talking about? Organizational evolution, or how every organization is changing over time. When we call it evolution, we're talking about generally small, slow, sort of measurable changes. And how quickly or how slowly an organization is changing, its evolutionary path, is going to impact the stress that different employees feel. The third aspect would be the organizational vision, and whether I know what that vision is, whether I am sensing that I'm aligned with it or not, and whether I actually believe that the leaders are authentic and living up to our organizational vision and what's being communicated. So all of those are aspects. At Leadskill, we can measure this particular factor, organizational change, as well as 6 other high-level factors that impact on stress in organizations worldwide. And we would be happy to talk with you more about how we can set up a project that would allow us to both measure and then get to the key components of stress, and then what needs to be done to address those. Thanks for watching the video. We've got more on our channel about emotional intelligence and about working with leaders in organizations. So stick around and we'll see you on the next video.